Hi, my name is Joseph Parker, WBO champion of the world, and you're watching Sporting Icons.
So after last night's performance for Alexander Povetkin beating Christian Hammer by unanimous decision, he looked a shadow of his former self. A couple of years ago, he would have walked right the way through Christian Hammer and stopped him early doors. But for whatever reason, he didn't. He went to unanimous points decision at a very, very wide margin, and it was fair enough. But he did look a little bit out of shape, shall we say, and a lot slower, not as powerful. Is that age, or is that down to, and let's address the elephant in the room, the fact that he's no longer on PEDs? So the answer to that question is, I don't know. I'm going to go with that age thing for now. I have to give him the benefit of the doubt. He has been tested in negative lately, or as in he's got nothing in his system. So he's currently a clean athlete. He did have the opportunity to fight Deontay Wilder, and that was the reason why he got banned for such a long time, or at least the start of it, because then he failed again against Povetkin, and ultimately got dropped by all sanctioning bodies, and it's only the WBC that he's no longer ranked in. But I'm led to believe the next week or two, Povetkin will be ranked by the WBC. And again, I need to address something real quick here as well. A couple of hours ago, I was seeing a video by 78 Sports TV, and for quite a while now, I've been saying that Povetkin only just failed by 0.0002 milligrams of meldonium or whatever it was that he was taking that was 6 weeks previous, legal. Now, I didn't know that on the build-up to Wilder and Povetkin, it was the third test that he failed on. So for me, I thought that maybe he's got this 0.2 milligrams or whatever it is just coming out of his system. But if he passed 2 tests before that, then it means that he has added this stuff after the time it was banned. So it wasn't just coming out of his system for 6 weeks. But anyway, so I need to address that bit and say that I got that bit wrong before. But anyway, he's been banned for quite a while. He's on the comeback trail now. And yes, he's looking a lot slower than what he did before, and not as much power in his punches either. But he is now officially the WBA mandatory for Anthony Joshua, plus the WBO mandatory for Joseph Parker. Now, which one does he choose? That may not be up to him right now. As of right now, the WBA have ordered that Povetkin's next fight will be against Anthony Joshua for the WBA. But of course, if Joshua and Parker get it on for a unification, then there's no choice for Povetkin to make anyway. So he'll just fight the winner. Now, the WBO, they have said that the winner of Povetkin and Hammer will become the mandatory, but they haven't ordered anything yet, so there's no fight date set yet. And they haven't said that it's going to be next. The WBA have. So the only time, the only guy that Joshua can fight next will be Parker or Wilder. And if he doesn't fight either of those, he can't go do a voluntary somewhere. He must fight Alexander Povetkin. So Joshua now has a choice, Parker or Povetkin. And this whole 1%, 2% difference between Parker and AJ, I'm led to believe that that will be solved in the coming days. So at some point next week, we'll get official confirmation of that. And straight on the bat of that as well, we should get confirmation that should Joshua Parker happen, then Dillian Whyte will be fighting Lucas Brown February the 3rd at the O2 as the headline act. Again, another good fight. So everybody's waiting on what's happening with AJ and Parker. So once that fight happens between AJ and Parker, Povetkin no longer has a choice which route does he go down, WBO or WBA. He'll just fight the winner, as that one champion for unified champion will be holding both of those belts. But of course, if Parker wins, then AJ will be having a rematch clause. I don't know if Parker will have a rematch clause himself, but I think AJ will. So Povetkin may have to wait, so he may want to take another tune-up fight while he waits. But of course, he has to wait and see what happens with AJ and Parker. But as of right now, Alexander Povetkin is now the mandatory and must face Anthony Joshua next if Anthony Joshua does not fight Joseph Parker. Drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.